Hello, my name is Ann Pham. I am a student at Southern Utah University's accounting program. For an ethics seminar, I'll be going over Harrison Industries, a Giving Voices to Values case. We'll go over the case description, Harrison Industries' motive for the entry, what is at stake for the company and Donna, Harrison Industries versus Donna's argument, and Donna's approach to giving voices to her values. Donna Mason is a newly graduated staff accountant hired by Harrison Industries. She reports to Cheryl Miles, who reports to Kelly Lang, the Chief Accounting Officer. Lang reports to Ken Harrison, the CEO, along with other owners, CEOs of the company. On January 15, 2016, Miles told Mason to record an accrual of $5 million for unpaid severance to be included in the December 31, 2015 financial statements. Mason questioned the transaction and was told the company planned to shut down the home appliance division in 2016 and there would be significant severance payments. The $5 million in accruals would be 5 times the amount of previous years. Mason is skeptical and Miles instructs Mason to record the entry and ask no questions, implying that not doing so would cost Mason her job. Mason sought advice from her mentor, who told Mason to go along since that is the company culture. After more digging, Mason found that that division was profitable and there was no evidence of a planned shutdown. Mason wants to make a case as to why they shouldn't record the accrual. Harrison Industries' motives are for earnings management. Earnings management is a practice of manipulating financial information to produce favorable or desired results. For Harrison Industries, it could be overestimating accrued expenses for the year ending 12/31/15 to potentially pad its numbers and prepare for earning projections of 2016. If it thought that expenses would be too high and revenue not as high in 2016, recording accruals in the current financial statement period would prevent future year expenses from being too high, and they would still be able to meet earnings projections, effectively smoothing their income. Arguments from both sides for Harrison Industries is Donna should record the accrual because it may be an immaterial amount to the company, and Donna should complete the accrual because she should be a team player and it would make the company look good. For Donna, $5 million is 5 times higher compared to previous years. This presents a deviation in the trends and would draw suspicion of auditors or users of their financial statements. She could say she would book the entry if the company can produce tangible support and reasoning for the transaction and that her supervisor signs off on it. And she could convince the independent board of directors to talk to upper management about the decisions. What's at stake for both sides for Harrison Industries is that they'll be able to meet future earnings projections, thus protecting management bonuses. For Donna, this would be protecting her moral values and reputation as an accountant. Her obligations are to her job as an ethical accountant. She should do her due diligence to find support for why the transaction should be booked, and if there isn't any, reject the request. She chose to work for the company because their values align. She can be loyal to the company, but should respect her moral values more. And in voicing her values, Donna's most effective approach is to take it up the chain of command. If Donna suspects that the orders are from Lang and or Harrison, she could consult the independent board of directors and the audit committee if the company had one. By going up the chain of command, there may be people who see Donna's side and can help Donna look into the reason behind the transactions. By talking to as many people as possible, she is making her ethics and moral obligations known.